child North West is very much like her father, Kanye West. While Kanye was preoccupied with causing drama, accusing Kim of all sorts of things and dragging Bianca and Jay-Z's children into the mess, claiming they might be autistic, his daughter, North, was busy revealing a different family secret. She exposed her cousin, Mason Disick, for allegedly having a secret child with a classmate, a child he had reportedly been neglecting. People had been speculating about this for a while, but it wasn't until North spoke out that the rumors gained any real attention. For months, we all thought that North might cause trouble for Kim, given her outspoken nature. But instead, she went after her cousin Mason, exposing his hidden secret. Nobody imagined that her first target would be a family member. It was assumed that her real conflict would be with Kim, but from the way things unfolded, it became clear that no one was safe from North's revelations, not even her cousins. Kourtney Kardashian, Mason's mother, was furious. She didn't hold back and took to social media to blast North for airing her son's private business. Kourtney even compared North's behavior to Kanye's, criticizing her for the lack of respect in sharing family matters publicly. The story began to unravel when some articles started to surface. They claimed that Mason had gotten one of his classmates pregnant and now had a child, a daughter named Piper, who he wasn't taking responsibility for. The rumor was that Mason had shared the information himself, but it wasn't public until someone leaked it. Mason supposedly revealed this bombshell in a private Q&A session on his Instagram. When someone asked if the rumors about him getting his classmate pregnant were true, Mason allegedly responded with a straightforward "Yeah, I did." To make matters worse, Mason reportedly referred to the child as a failed protection, meaning that he hadn't used protection during sex, and he stated that now he was being forced to take responsibility for the child, something he clearly didn't want. As if things weren't messy enough, the pages that had been sharing these juicy details suddenly started disappearing. This was a huge red flag, sparking even more suspicion. Why was there such an effort to take down these posts, especially when other rumors about the Kardashian family were being left alone? People started to wonder if there was some truth to the story that the Kardashian PR machine was trying to cover up. If it weren't true, why would there be such a strong effort to make the rumors disappear? And yes, there was even a photo of this alleged child. Mason supposedly posted a blurry picture of his daughter Piper during the Q&A. Someone asked him if he had any clear pictures of her, and he claimed he didn't. Instead, he posted a couple of unclear, blurry photos, explaining that he didn't have a good photo yet. However, this didn't stop people from diving deep into the details. Online sleuths analyzed the pictures closely, and some pointed out that the background in the photos matched the inside of Kourtney's house. They even found photos of Kourtney standing in the same space, which made it seem like the blurry images were, in fact, taken at her house. Some fans began to speculate that Mason might have been revealing this information deliberately to hurt Kourtney and Scott Disick, his parents. It seemed that Mason was trying to tarnish their image and make people question their parenting skills. Some suggested that Kourtney had been spending more time with her new baby with Travis Barker, and that Mason was acting out in an attempt to get attention. Despite the drama, things didn't stop there. As more people dug into the situation, more details came to light. One screenshot showed someone asking Mason if he was actively involved in his daughter's life. His response was, "Yeah, I see her sometimes." But then things took an even darker turn when another screenshot allegedly showed Mason throwing shade at Kourtney and Scott for being bad parents. Someone asked him why he looked so sad, despite having everything to be happy about. Mason's reply was chilling, "I can't buy good parents though." Scott Disick, Mason's father, had already hinted at his son's behavior on a past episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In the episode, Scott discussed how Mason had been getting involved with multiple girls, possibly without protection, and how Scott had to have serious conversations with him about safe sex. Scott even mentioned overhearing Mason on the phone with girls, making it clear that he was willing to hook up with them but didn't want a relationship. Scott had been trying to teach Mason to be honest with the girls he was involved with and to avoid misleading anyone into thinking there was more to the relationship than just casual sex. This back and forth between Mason, his family, and the media created a storm of speculation. With everything escalating, North got involved again, and some people believed that she had made a cryptic post on her private account confirming the rumors about Mason being a father. This only made things more complicated, as it became clear that there was some tension between her and Mason. The two of them had a history of not getting along. Mason had once reported North to Kim after she went live on TikTok. This led to people believing that North was exposing Mason's secrets out of spite. Once North revealed her own confirmation of the rumors, things blew up, and it forced Kourtney to address the situation publicly. Kourtney went on Instagram to clear the air. She shared a post that read, "I rarely address rumors or conspiracies about myself or my family, but this is about my child. It feels wrong to let anyone think for a second that these lies are true. They are not. Mason does not have a child. These accounts pretending to be him are fake." This statement from Kourtney seemed to shut down the speculation, but not everyone was convinced. Some people believed that if the rumors weren't true, Kourtney wouldn't have felt the need to respond. One person commented, "If it wasn't true, she wouldn't speak on the topic. The fact that she's addressing it must mean it's true." Others suggested that the Kardashians might have fabricated the whole story to create drama for their show, making people question the authenticity of everything they do. So, what do we think about Mason allegedly fathering a child with his classmate? Is there any truth to the claims, or is this just another Kardashian family scandal created for attention? Some fans believe the Kardashians themselves started the rumor to get more publicity, while others are convinced that there's more going on beneath the surface. At this point, it's hard to say what the truth is. The Kardashian family has been known to stir up drama for the sake of publicity, and with the way this story is unfolding, it wouldn't be surprising if this were just another tactic to keep their names in the headlines. But no matter what the truth is, this situation has sparked a massive conversation online, and it seems like people are watching every move the Kardashians make, waiting to see what happens next. What do you think? Do you believe Mason has a secret child, or do you think this is just another rumor started by the family? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.